We are now entering strange times. Devin Haney does it yet again. He said he's returning in March. But wait, there's more. This March is the holy month, if you're a Muslim, the month of Ramadan. How will this affect his upcoming fight? Why does Devin Haney's fights continue to fall right at the month or the point where Ramadan affects it? That's what I want to talk about in this video. Now, make sure you guys follow me. I'm trying to get to 75,000 on the channel. You can do it. I need y'all help. We're getting the channel back, or the page back up to where it needs to be. Boxing Ego 1 at Boxing Ego. This is my Instagram. Help me get to 75,000 on the channel. And what's in it for you? AKA with them. I got the news over there for you. So I want to talk about this. Muslim boxer Devin Haney, I made this graphic. Muslim boxer Devin Haney to fight during Ramadan for the second year in a row, right? And per usual, since I'm the best in the business and it's not even close, I don't just tell you, I show you. So I've done that. Ramadan. What are the Ramadan dates for 2025? As the Islamic calendar is based around the lunar cycle, the holy month of Ramadan rotates by approximately 10 days each year. This year, Ramadan is expected to begin on Friday, February 28th, or Saturday, March 1st, and end Sunday, March 30th, 2025, or Monday, March 31st, 2025, depending on the sighting of the moon. Now, I'm a March baby. My birthday's actually towards the end of this particular cycle. I'm not Muslim, but my birthday is March 25 for the zodiacs, you know. And basically, that's the entire month. February 28th. February 28th is a short month, 28 days. 28 days later. I actually want to see that movie. Who's seen the preview for 28 years later? Good series. But basically, the end of February to the end of March, that is Ramadan, right? In 2025. Guess who said they have a fight in March? Devin the Dream Haney. And he posted this picture. It's looking like it's going to be on BLK Prime because they said, see you March 2025. See, my birthday's March 25th. So when I seen that, I was like, hold on, that's on the 25th. But you have to look at the apostrophe. There's a lot of people who are quoting this as like March 25th. That's my actual birthday, and it's like a Tuesday. So I think people think Devin's fighting on Tuesday. I think they're referring to the year based on the apostrophe. I mean, I don't work for BLK Prime. I don't know them. But a lot of people have been confused, like, oh, man, Devin's fighting on a Tuesday. I don't think that's the case. I think Devin said he's coming back the month of March, and I think BLK Prime was basically saying March 2025, not the 25th of the month. However, I've made videos about it. March, I'm back, and Devin posted this shirtless picture, and he says, March, I'm back. So, per usual, your boy Ego shows you the receipts. Again, how does this affect Devin's career? He's doing it during the holy month of Ramadan. And I find this very weird because the same thing happened last year, and we'll get to that in a second. Devin Haney's fight was because I already read the Google page where it says Ramadan shifts slightly based on the lunar cycle. And last year, his actual fight was April 20th. Remember, everybody, all the smokers are like, oh, 420, you know. So 420 is when he fought Ryan Garcia. And for that particular fight, that means his training camp took place during Ramadan. So he said he was not able, there was an inability to fast per the Islamic practice and Muslim practice because he was preparing. Because Ramadan, there are some exceptions if you're pregnant, things like that, right? So he wasn't able to fast, and he said he'll make it up. And Allah knows and things like that. In fact, here's the video where Devin said this.
First day of Ramadan Mubarak. Unfortunately, I cannot fast because I'm training. This is my job. This is how I feed my family, and Allah understands. He knows my intentions. So, right now, I'm doing my job. Training, making my 5 prayers. Inshallah, I make all 5. If I miss the 5, make it up, inshallah. But Ramadan is the holy month of for us Muslims, and a very important month. It seems that every year I seem to be fighting around this time, but like I said, Allah is the perfect planner.
He said it seems like every year I seem to be fighting around this time. You're the one in charge of that, though. It doesn't make any sense. Why do you keep scheduling your fight? Ryan was suspended for a year. We know why he's not coming back till April, May, or whatever, because Ryan don't have a choice. The commission suspended him. But you, Devin Haney, you were cleared of any wrongdoing. The fight was overturned. You never failed a drug test. So you had really no reason not to fight sooner than this. You waited for whatever reason. Some people are speculating Devin had a broken jaw. I've seen that floating around. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but that's what people suggested, that he had a fractured or broken jaw, which a lot of people said immediately after the Ryan Garcia fight, but Devin denied it. But some people have speculated that that is the reason why Devin took the year off. I don't know. He's not claiming it, so we just got to wait and see. But either way, Devin continues to schedule his fights right to the point where there's a conflict with Ramadan, and I find that weird since you're a Muslim fighter. And I find it funny that Devin keeps stating Allah is the perfect planner. While that might be true, Allah is the perfect planner, doesn't look like Team Haney are perfect planners, because you keep planning your fights during the holy month and to the point where there's a conflict where you can't actually do the practice like fasting, which is part of the disciplines, right? Some people do Lent, some people do Ramadan, different religious beliefs. So I find that a bit weird. I think Devin's in between a rock and a hard place, and things haven't been going well since the Ryan Garcia fight. So I think he's just, I don't know, like moving and trying to make it look like his career is unbothered, but he's suing Ryan Garcia. I think some promoters aren't messing with him. Unrealistic expectations, probably for money. The Ryan Garcia outcome of how that fight looked hurt his stock. The Carnival fight, and now Devin is fighting during Ramadan. And I find that weird too, because it's an awkward time. You haven't fought in a year, roughly. You scheduled a fight during the holy month as a Muslim. You scheduled it during Ramadan. Why not just wait till like April 5th or after, and then you'd be in the clear? So why is it, if you already took basically a year off, why is it so important to fight in March? So I don't know what kind of situation. Maybe that's the only date that BLK Prime had open. I don't know, but it just looks a bit bizarre because you took all this time off. Like, sometimes if I've waited for something so long, like let's say you're going to a restaurant on a date with a girl and you're starving, and then you're going on a date, meeting up with her at 8 p.m. and it's already 7. Instances like that, for me, I'll just be like, although I'm starving and I could really use a snack right now, it's so close to the time, I'll just wait the hour and then I'll be able to eat. And I'll just go on an empty stomach. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of things, when you get that close to it, you might as well just wait. And that's the same thing. You already took virtually a year off. Why is it so imperative that you come back and fight in March? And then people are saying it might be Tevin Farmer, who's coming off back-to-back losses. Things are not looking well for Team Haney. Their brand has definitely took a hit. And it's funny because I said all these things. I virtually predicted all these things after the Ryan Garcia fight, and nobody believed me. I mean, Ego's Army believed me, but there were a lot of detractors and naysayers. And the Haneyacks, you got content creators who were trying to counter program me and say the opposite of what I was saying. But in the end of the day, the truth always comes to light. Devin fighting on BLK Prime, if that is in fact true, that is a regression, because you went from ESPN pay-per-views and ESPN primetime linear channel that most Americans have to this Ryan fight where it looks like you seen God and you laying on the canvas and he put you on your pockets. And then, you know, you went from that situation and also DAZN to fighting on an app that most people don't have during Ramadan. It just seems, everything seems like it's like everything the Haneys are doing seems like a bad plan. Fighting Tevin Farmer off of 2 losses, a bad plan. A Muslim fighting during Ramadan for basically the second year, where his training camp and his fight interferes with being able to observe Ramadan in the true Muslim fashion. Bad plan. Bill Haney, you know, trying to argue with people. Bad plan. Young Thug tape coming out, and then you buy your girl a car. Bad plan. I'm not even mad that you bought your girl a car, your wife a car, but it's just the timing is weird. Like, if you bought a car, you know, everything don't have to be advertised, especially knowing what was going on with the Young Thug tape. Like, you bought her a car, she'd be happy. She had to run and post it. And then now the blogs picked it up. You know, I talked about it. Other blogs picked it up. Just really bizarre stuff, people. So that's where I see it, where it comes to Devin Haney. And then now this whole business with Ramadan, you continue to practice this faith, but then he just told you in that video I played for you that it always seems like his fights happen during Ramadan. And I know of other Muslim fighters, because I've been in the game for a while, they typically don't really make exceptions. Like Artur Beterbiev, I don't think he really fights in Ramadan. He's Muslim. Bakram Murtazayev, the one that beat Tim Tszyu, I don't think he really is trying to fight during those times, you know, more often than not, especially like back-to-back years and like multiple instances. I understand it's your job, it's your profession, your career, but even Amir Khan, I remember he was pursuing big fights. He wanted the Floyd fight. He didn't get it, but he wanted the Pacquiao fights. But even fights he did get, he was very adamant that Ramadan, he has to, hey, we're going to get in negotiations. We got to do it before this date or after this date because I'm practicing Ramadan. And I tell you guys all the time, I'm really him. I'm the best in the business, in this business, and it's not even close. Everything I say is provable. ESPN, 2017, when Amir Khan was fighting, article, Amir Khan targeting a big fight or big fight after Ramadan. I told you, I don't be lying. The Haneyacks be lying. They say a bunch of stuff and like, oh, Ego, get over it. Like, I don't have to get over anything. It's my channel. I'm making a video about it. Do something about it. But Amir Khan, he was very adamant about, like, it says Amir Khan has shelved plans to fight until the autumn after missing out on facing Manny Pacquiao this summer. Khan will now not box until after the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, which ends June 24th, which means he will have been out of action for over a year by the time he returns. So he put his religion before that, and he had a long layoff because I guess the Pacquiao, I told you he was looking for a big fight. The Pacquiao fight probably fell apart. So he didn't get that fight. So he didn't get a fight done by a certain cutoff. And then he wants to celebrate Ramadan the real way. So he decided to further his ring rust and being out the ring in order to practice per his religion. But Devin Haney, this is at least the second year in a row where he says, I'm a Muslim, and then you waited all this time to come back, and then now you convene. Ooh, that picture looked crazy. Man, this fight just really hurt the boy. Just look at the picture. Hey, yo, the Haney, tell me I'm lying. Just look at this picture. Like, whoever shot this, Ryan arms look wild, long, and powerful, and then Devin face, he look like Elvis, lip all turned up. Crazy stuff. I'm not even being funny. I haven't really seen one real positive move from the Haneys since the Ryan Garcia fight. I'm not being facetious or nothing. And I think I'm not Muslim, so I can't really speak, but I know a lot of Muslim people. I think there are going to be some people that kind of turn their eyebrow, tilt their head a little bit like, yo, why you keep missing Ramadan? Different strokes for different folks though. But for whatever reason, his team decided to come back knowing Ramadan is right there. So that's the latest. We'll see if this happens. He said he was fighting in December. It didn't happen. Maybe the backlash will change it, or who knows. But Devin, he's in a tight spot, bro. Subscribe to my channel for more boxing.